What's going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 2 of my Reptovlog featuring the little baby bearded dragon that I got 1 week and 2 days ago. We decided that her name is gonna be Baby. If it's a female, it could be a boy. Either way, their name is gonna be Baby. So over the past week, she has been kind of up and down. She didn't eat at all the first couple days, and then she has slowly started to eat more and more now. She eats about 5 to 6 crickets, which is basically once to twice a day. I've been putting collard greens, carrot shavings, some other like green peppers and all kinds of different stuff in there, just in hopes that she'll start eating the vegetables as well. Yeah, I mean, she is eating and she's pooping, which is good. She seems more active the last few days than she was in the beginning. So I think relocation stress just kind of hit her really hard. I still don't know how exact old she is, so I think she may be a little bit younger than they told me, which was 2 months. They said that she was at least 2 months old, but judging by pictures of 2-month-olds, either she was a runt or she's like 4 to 5 weeks old. But good news is she is eating. I started giving her some Reptoboost by a syringe, which funny enough, she actually doesn't mind a syringe at all. I've been giving her water that way and some baby food like squash and chicken I'll give her in the syringe, and she actually, once she realizes what's in the syringe, she'll just kind of sit there and start opening her mouth and letting me drip it in there until she's basically had enough, and then she'll turn her head and kind of scoot away. So far it's working pretty good. In this video, mainly what I wanted to focus on was how to set up the tank. That way, if you are thinking about getting a bearded dragon, you'll know what you're going to need, about how much everything's going to cost. In my opinion, the safe way to set it up, which is going to be with no sand, no loose substrate. I did get the carpet sand stuff, which does have some loose pebbles, but I shook it out really well before I put it in the tank and kind of broke off the bigger pieces. What's left on there, it could come off, but she's not really running around the ground licking everything, and I don't feed her in the tank either, other than her greens, which is in a little bowl, which you'll see in the setup. But I do apologize in advance for the lighting. It was in my house in like the worst lit room I have, but that's where her tank is going to be. So I just wanted to show you guys how I did it and check it out. So I got real lucky and found this big tank on Facebook. Someone was getting rid of it. I did buy the sand mat for the bottom, so instead of having any loose substrate, I know it's highly recommended to have something that they cannot ingest for impaction. Figured I'd go with like a nice foam background, which actually worked out really well because she does climb up this pretty often to get to her basking spot. It wasn't made for this tank apparently, even though I thought the measurements were the same, so I did have to cut it down, but it ended up working out really good. It is very messy, so if you have like a handsaw, I would recommend doing it with that outside because it will leave a bunch of crap everywhere. I had this old like leaf thing laying around and it worked out really well because it actually created a few hide areas and shade where she can go under there, and that she actually does quite often to sleep. Yeah, luckily the lights came with the tank and everything, although I did have to buy a new bulb because the UVB that came in it was not good enough. Everybody recommends the Reptosun 10.0, so that's what I went with. Yeah, overall I think it came out pretty good. I do end up adding another log at the bottom right under the UV, so that this way she could bask there as well. The extra light on the right was just there so I could get the tank nice and warm to get her in there. So your overall cost, you have to assume you're going to be somewhere around the $300 mark. Depending on what decor you go with and exactly how you set it up, but that's a good safe bet. So Baby's been giving me a little bit of a hard time. She doesn't have much of an appetite. She hasn't really touched her greens yet, which I put in fresh every morning. So what I've been doing is kind of making sure she stays hydrated. Luckily, she has no problem drinking from the syringe, and it makes it a lot easier to give her some baby food too, which I only do every now and then. I'm really just hoping that as she relaxes and gets used to us and being in the enclosure, that she'll start eating more and more. So next is going to be dubia roaches, and hopefully she'll take to those pretty well and start eating. Overall, she seems really happy in the enclosure. She loves her basking spot. She spends a majority of the day there. She has plenty of hiding spots where she loves to sleep, and she does sleep, let me tell you. When baby bearded dragons sleep, you almost are afraid that they're not breathing. But she sleeps like a log, and she gets a good, 12 hours a night, so. And watching her wave has got to be the cutest thing in the world. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, please make sure to hit subscribe. I got many more videos I'm going to be doing over the next few weeks as I get baby to hopefully keep growing and get her appetite back. That's the main thing right now. She may be shedding, so we'll have to see how the next couple days go. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure to post them in the comments. I'll be sure to check them out and answer them. And if you're a bearded dragon professional, if you've had a bunch over the years or are pretty experienced in them and you have any recommendations at all, you can also please leave a comment. That'd be great. I'm always looking for advice. Until the next video, I hope you guys stay safe.